welcome back. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a gravestone for a doll's house. Now I'm currently building Hatchet's Disney doll's house, and for that I am creating a few extra things, like a few extra books that I made in my previous video, the cake from Sleeping Beauty, my first video, and in this video I am making the Phantom Manors or the Haunted Mansions gravestones. It is one of my favourite rides in the parks, and as you can see in the back of me just there is a picture of, is an artwork based on the Phantom Manor. So it holds somewhere in my heart. Random, I know, but there we are. So let's get going. For this craft you need to print off images of the gravestone that you require. So I went on Google search and I found images of the gravestones that are outside Phantom Manor and the Haunted Mansion. You would also need a file, marker pens in grey to match the tombstones, glue, pair of scissors, a cutting board because you will be using a Stanley knife, and a steel rule if I can find it. Yep, there you go, one steel rule. So let's begin. First thing you need to do is to cut out the images from the paper. Like so. Then what you need, which I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, but I will put a reminder, there have been a flashed up word with it. You also need some cardboard. Now you take your image of the tombstone and you glue it onto a cardboard like so, and then you cut it out. So I'll just quickly do that for you. Once you have done that and you glued it on the first piece of cardboard, I'll just remove that out of the way, so I don't need that at the moment. Just clear my space. So I should have done this before I started filming. Then you take your craft knife and you cut around. Now as you can see, I have now cut it out with one layer of cardboard. Now if you pay attention to the way the cardboard is going, where the concertina is going, so it's going that way, up and down, you take another bit of cardboard, and if it matches, that's wrong. So what you need to do is turn it so that the concertina is facing a different way, as you can see here. This way will make the cardboard stronger and harder to bend. Where if I do it that way, over time there will be a crease there and it can be easily folded or dented. But doing it this way, it makes the cardboard stronger. So what you do now is that you glue that onto that, making sure that the concertina is going the opposite direction than the first layer, and you cut it out again, and you do that a third time as well. So you should have 3 layers of cardboard. It doesn't matter which way the cardboard's going for the first one, as long as the following one is opposite to that one. I hope that makes sense. I'll just do that now for you quickly, so bear with me. So as you can see, it's got a nice thickness to it now, and it's very sturdy, quite hard to bend, and that's what you want to start off with. So that's the base of it. Now what I do in this stage is that I take the nail file, You can use sandpaper, but I find with a nail file I've got a better hold of it, and I'm used to using nail files. So you probably can't tell because of the oh, hello Chanel. Oh, hang on, make sure that's, there you go. Before I get into oh, another assistant. So I'm just going to file around the edges and try and get it all a bit smoother and neater. And if you file, so you got the image there, and you file downwards, you can straighten it out and neaten up any parts of where you've cut out and it's a little bit jaggery. Yeah. Right. And if you've got the bits that are hanging off, like I have here, you can just take a pair of scissors and carefully trim away and then file it back down again. Now from the scraps of paper that you have from your, oh I dropped it, from the scraps of paper that you had from cutting out that images, if you glue that now back on some white paper, it'll make the colouring it easier. So I'm just going to do that now. So as you can see, I glued a piece of white paper on this side on the opposite side of it, or the back, and then you just file it down again to make it all nice and neat. I'm only doing it roughly. Now what you need is a bit more scrap of paper, a long strip, and what you need to do is to cut the width of the card. So through that, so about there, and you cut a strip of that. I'll just do that now quickly. Yes, I have got an assistant here with me. She's going to give me a help. We'll probably just lay there in the sun enjoying the nice warmth. So one strip, and then you glue it around the edge of it to mask the cardboard that's in between them. So I'm just going to do that now for you. Bear with. So as you just saw, I glued it all the way around. You can do a neater job than this. So once that's all glued, then you take your grey markers and you colour the back and the sides in. And once you've done that, you should then end up with a tombstone like this one. Now I've added a piece of cardboard covered in paper and colour that in with the same grey marker, just to make it help it stand up like so. And that's how you can make a graveyard stone for your doll's house. Thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful, and let me know how you get on by making one if you decide to make one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.